Hey troopers, it's Ride a Field Marshal here, bringing you... Is it gonna work like how I want it to, or is it just gonna fail? Or is it just gonna remain a black screen? Hey guys, it's the fuck. Oh god, that's loud. Hey troopers, and welcome to Valkyria Revolution. I probably just butchered that pronunciation, but oh well. I suck at pronouncing things. Anyways, this is the game I played only through the prologue of, because I need to see how this works. And I will say I thoroughly enjoyed it. Screw easy, normal.
Ragnite. A mysterious ore that emits an azure glow. It contains a magical energy known as mana. Its discovery brought prosperity to the masses, thanks to a select few who could wield its power through alchemy.
How did that bring prosperity to the masses?
In due time, the mana engine, an alchemic device that uses ragnite as fuel, was invented in Europa. The processing of mana itself became an industry, allowing the masses to access alchemy and sparking a revolution. This Azure Revolution transformed Europa. As the demand for ragnite grew, so too did the conflict between countries. Thus began the Age of Imperialism, in which countries would expand their borders through aggressive military action. The revolution transformed mankind's history into one of endless war over the azure mineral.
Anyways, now that she's done talking, hopefully... Oh, no, there's another cutscene after this. I want to talk, but, yay, loading screens. I'm not talking over the cutscenes.
The Kingdom of Jutland, September 15th, 1954, EC. On this day 100 years ago, the European Liberation War that shook the country came to an end. Elsinore, the capital of Jutland, is lively in celebration for the centennial anniversary of the country's freedom.
I'm trying to remember. I need to look something up before I say anything about that. December 15th, 1954 EC, Grave of the Five Meldola. Here lie the circle of five, whose vengeful actions brought forth an inferno of war. With their execution, the blood of the brave legions is redeemed, and a just peace is born. They rest eternally in the land of their birth by the grace of the Holy Mother.
Meanwhile, in a grove far away from the bustling city, two people from the Institute of Alchemy stand before a grave.
Yeah, you're one of them!
I'd like to know the truth, Professor.
At least your voice.
The truth?
Oh no, never mind.
What
I'm
of?
an idiot.
I've been researching the Liberation War for a long time, and after going through the records, I've begun to have some doubts. Like, did the traitors really commit treason?
No.
The Elsinore trials have ruled
From
it
my
as such.
understanding.
The history books paint a similar picture, too.
I've seen the court records written by Lord Donovan Lindegard. The 5 traitors conspired to thrust Jutland into war for self-interest. They incited the citizenry to rise up, leading to the death of thousands. But is it even possible to start a war through personal greed alone?
Technically, that's not treason. Treason is
That
going
conflict
against
is now
your
referred to
government,
as the
king
Liberation
himself.
War. The name speaks for itself. Doesn't the country as we know it exist exactly because they rose to action?
Why
Professor,
artistic
you come
game
from a
was
line of
only
instructors
starting?
that
Dear
spans
God, what is
5
wrong with me?
generations, all of whom taught at the Institute. And the time of your great-great-grandmother's tenure is of particular interest. I've heard that Princess Ophelia and the leader of the traitors, Amlet Gronkair, were classmates and her pupils. Have you heard anything from your family about that period?
Pupils?
How did the traitors feel?
Her eyes!
What did they think?
Her eyes!
Or why did
They're
they lead
in
this
her
country
eye.
down the path of war?
I'm an idiot.
If there's some hidden truth, we should share it with the world. I've looked through a lot of historical documents and research.
Sorry about
I've
that.
reviewed
Cut that out and go
historical
do
facts
something?
and researched them time and again. And I've concluded that there's an important fact that remains hidden about the traitors.
And that would be?
I haven't gotten that far yet.
Bravo, man.
Still, I don't believe that the traitors started a war for selfish reasons. Jutland won the war and underwent a massive growth. The fact that they laid the foundation
hell?
for it should be ample reason why we shouldn't think of them as criminals. If I may be so bold, I even think the honor of those 5 should be restored.
That is quite a bold notion.
Quite indeed.
There's no need to restore their honor.
Then do you accept the contents of that trial, Professor?
They didn't want to restore their honor. They wanted to watch over this area. That was their only request.
Huh?
It was for that reason they accepted the brand of traitor and the penalty of death that accompanied it. Their only wish was for all 5 of them to rest here in this land. Still, the people couldn't forgive them.
But it's clear that their request has been granted. Why is that?
It was done out of love, a complex one at that.
You have heard something then, haven't you? Please, you have to tell me, Professor.
No, she doesn't.
Very well. What I'm about to discuss,
Why will you call
As you've
God my
surmised,
hookies and you what you
this is a
wanted?
truth that's been passed down by my family, starting with my great-great-grandmother. Listen to it in its entirety, and then decide for yourself if this is a tale that should be shared with the world.
It kind of is, because there's one underlying truth that everyone seems to have forgotten when branding them. Oh, so many cutscenes. So many cutscenes. Oh god. Anyway, once the gameplay starts, I'll explain. It's gonna explain the basic mechanics why we play, so it doesn't really matter.
October 4th, 1853, EC.
Look how we're using hand motions.
The region of Molde, where we stand now, became the first battleground in the war between Jutland
threw a grenade
and
at him.
Ruse. Jutland's anti-Valkyria squad challenged the Rusi Empire.
I actually didn't watch this all the way through.
They were known as the Vannergen,
And you'll see
their
why.
commanding
'Cause I hate
officer,
one specific
Amlet
character so far.
Gronkair,
Two
was
specific
one of the
characters really
traitors.
so far. Thoroughly. They don't have realism in their heads.
Hey, Helena. That racket you've been making is getting on my nerves.
Huh? I'm just, trembling with excitement.
Good save.
Looks like we've got a tough one over here. I expect great things from you, Private Anderson.
You can count on me.
I must be excited too. That's why I can't stop trembling.
You're just scared.
You're right.
You ought to be following my example, little boy Bloom. I am the very paragon of vitality, vivacity, and virility.
I'm surrounded by children. War's about to break out and you act as if you don't have a care in the world.
Excuse me? Miss Bridget, surely you're not including me with the rest of this ragtag rabble.
Yes.
You're the brattiest one here, Isaac.
You're
That is
quiet
not
as
how you
always,
spell
Tana.
Isaac at all.
You're pretty calm yourself, Bridget, even though the enemy is practically within reach.
That I am. Strangely so. Once the battle starts, though, who knows what'll happen.
We will slaughter them.
I've been waiting for the day to take revenge on the Empire. I'll give no quarter.
Well, we have been pushed around a lot by the Rucks. Everyone has some grudge against them, big or small.
The old lady down the street from us died the other day. They couldn't find any medicine for her in time.
She was so nice.
God, this is unacceptable.
As if we'll let an economic blockade kill us. If we're gonna die, we'll go out with a bang.
Yep.
Just so. 'Twas to save my people from such a regrettable fate, so far as I am able, that I have taken up the sword alongside you. We must break free from the clutches of imperialism and put an end to this unjustly imposed embargo. Amlet Gronkair,
Yes?
I must say, I truly am glad to have joined this unit, for it has attuned me more closely to the will of my people.
Lieutenant Villefort. Yes, sir. Have the princess stand down.
Beg pardon? I still have matters to discuss with you.
I don't.
Must you always speak so obstinately? Even to your
Come, Your Highness.
Godot?
Princess, when your commanding officer says stand down, you stand down. You're not students anymore.
Helena!
Aw, come on! Fifi's just trying her bestest, you know?
You always take the princess's side, Sarah. Why don't you become her handmaiden?
How rude! What's with the attitude?
Doesn't seem like they've bolstered their numbers nearly as much as the report indicated. Even if they had, we have our orders. Of course. Watch over the princess.
And I'm
Understood.
Sorry for the delay, Lieutenant Gronkair.
It started.
Sir, His Majesty decreed at 0752 to all citizens of Jutland the annulment of our alliance with the Rusi Empire. He has declared we're entering a state of war against them.
State of war!
Anti-Valkyria squad,
story is kind of
prepare to commence operation.
Traitors for
Our objective
fighting
is to
in
seize
state
the
of war
outpost and take back our
rallying
land from the
people
Empire.
When the king himself declared
Everyone,
the state
please,
of war. There's
lend
no
me your
treason
ears.
there.
This is not just a battle, but the dawn of a war for our people's independence.
This is another reason why I hate this game.
May the blood of our own go unshed.
She's dumb.
And may we bring victory to Jutland, our country and home.
Moving on. You're dumb.
Jutland back then was in a state of poverty. The Ruzi Empire, who is in a long-standing alliance with our country, approached the other major powers of the world. Together, they launched a year-long economic embargo, which would later be known as the BRFH blockade.
BRFH. Brenland, Ruse, Frank, Habstria. Those four powerful empires had ceased all trade and commerce with our country. With the blockade in place, the livelihood of the Judish populace was strained by a lack of resources. Jutland went to war under those circumstances.
Prologue. Outbreak of war. What? That's the date, I think. Also, those walls are in a perfect circle. Anyone else notice that? Those walls are legit in a perfect circle. But they built square buildings in it!
Let's go.
Here we go at last gameplay. Now, I will say from the bit I played of this, it's really clunky feeling. Like, the system really needs to be refined and redone a little, in my opinion, for it to work really well and be really nice. But other than that, it's fun. Fun enough to where I will play it. Darrell, Bridget, Helena, with me. We launched a surprise attack on the base.
Alright.
To the rest of you, watch our backs. We'll hit the enemy hard wide. They are still confused. Let's go. Basic controls. Approaching enemy unit causes them to attack. Make use of various actions to defeat the enemy. Press A to attack enemies with a melee attack, or press Y to access the battle palette. Charge up the axe against max to use basic attacks or access the battle palette. The axe engage refills over time. Press X to guard and B to evade. These moves to avoid attacks without draining the axe engage. This is what I'm talking about. If I drain my axe engage.
Let's do this.
I need to move first. Roll up the attack. I didn't the axe engage. Even when it's halfway full, I should be able to attack again. But one attack turns the full axe engage. So if you run into a group of enemies and they surround you, you're basically rather screwed. Unless you want to roll around like this. And even then, it takes like a split second to roll, so you're better off just blocking. But even that's kind of clunky because you can't aim where you block.
I'm not drunk.
No match for us.
Anyway, we're gonna just shoot this guy. The Battle Academy gives you access to spells, which use Ragnite. You have RP, which is the blue bar. And I think it also has a limited number of uses per round, per map. Secondary weapons use ammunition. Unlike spells and secondary items are taken from the whole squad's shared inventory. Excuse me. Time stops when the battle palette is open, so actions can be safely selected in combat. Unleashes yeah, I can't do that. That's slightly in front of me. Let's do this. Okay, just slightly in range. Let's go with this. Got him.
Who's next?
Taking cover. Battlefield is having a location for hiding. Press RB near sandbags and crouch behind it. Being concealed lowers damage and recovers HP. Press RB when moving towards sandbags to vault over it. Use this technique to avoid attacks. By start being near some walls to hide behind them. With being hidden recovers HP, selecting ambush with and setting an ambush with the battle pilot skills can surprise enemies.
Burn them all! Who's next?
Can't be their whole out of range. Got him.
All right.
They don't know their place.
Can I throw a grenade from here? No.
I swear
That was not the button I wanted. Damn it, can't reach. Motions, panic and surprise. Spell and secondary directions may trigger targets to fuel emotions like panic or surprise. Surprise immobilize targets. Surprise immobilizes targets by lowering defense. Panic weakens their abilities. Second spells secondary weapons abilities to see which emotions they trigger. Hitting an enemy commander will also cause their subordinates to panic, along with other emotions that can be triggered simultaneously. Oh my gosh, I'm out of breath! Emotions can also be triggered in allies, so act accordingly if an ally is panicked or surprise. And battle palette, grenade, have at it.
Take this! Let's end this! Who's next?
Oh, hi.
Push through! Who's next?
There's one good thing about these.
I won't go easy.
Let's end this!
Didn't have what it takes.
Who's next? Who's next?
Anyways, now we're gonna get to probably the most interesting one of the more interesting components. I can speak, everyone. It's a freaking walker!
Finally, they bring out the big guns.
The enemy forces are slow to react. I wonder if they're still half asleep.
Yes.
Private Helena Anderson, ready for action.
That has nothing to do with the conversation!
Get down. Alchemic armaments and parts. Alchemic armaments, aka tanks, are the Empire's greatest weapons. Offensive and defensive capabilities, advantages over enemies make them dangerous. Target the parts. Weakening tanks but destroying parts is a wise alternative. Target parts by pressing RT to lock on, switch locked on targets with the red stick. Light tanks can be knocked down by destroying its legs.
Enemy reinforcements sighted.
Okay, first of all, grenade these fools.
Get lost! Let's end this!
This will be a good warm-up.
This will be
You guys can
easy.
go ahead and target the tanks.
Position.
Sorry, pal.
Dodge this.
All right.
You jerk!
I'm not-
Okay, now
All right.
I won't go easy.
lock onto the tank. Refusing to lock onto the tank.
Our tank! It's out of commission!
Where the hell are they coming from?
So they've finally taken the bait. Runner, send word to the motherland. Everything's proceeding according to His Imperial Majesty's designs.
No, it's not.
There are several opinions about how the war started. One theory is that a desperate Jutland finally decided to mobilize, similar to a cornered animal. Another, that Jutland preemptively attacked due to intel that the Ruzi Empire was launching an armed invasion.
Both. Obviously, it's both from what they just said.
Now loading. Because we totally need another loading screen here. Even though we're switching to probably one of the worst combat characters ever conceived, in all honesty. Just because of her melee.
Please do not worry for my sake. Am I not a soldier too?
No, you're not!
I can see to my own safety.
Princess Ophelia. How audaciously admirable.
Shut up, you
But,
jerk!
Fifi, you're still royalty, aren't ya? No princess left behind, says I. And no soldier, too.
Guarding your highness is an order from our commanding officer. You can leave your protection to us.
Nay. Surely that would ill serve us all.
It's over.
You mean he's dead?
Exactly. You're
Hey,
not fit to be here.
You alright there?
I'm still so inexperienced. But I can survive. Nay, I must. For my country, I will.
You know what?
Fifi!
Her dying on
Highness,
a
wait!
battlefield would be a great way for these traitors to spur an actual war. Seriously.
Stand back, Your
Whoa,
Highness!
watch out! In the name of justice!
I absolutely hate her melee.
This will settle it!
Let's get it on!
Let's go! Yes,
Leave it to me.
Think about it!
Jeez, she cannot kill anyone, can she? Let's grenade these two. Oh, it's a smoke screen.
Oh, water! Turn the tide! Whoopsies!
See, that didn't even kill anyone.
I'm with you!
Get it on!
The tides are turning! Point! Yeah!
Finish him, please. Thank you.
You're so weak!
Break through!
Yep, let's go!
Terribly sorry.
Here we go, we
Get
did
it
it.
on!
Where, are they still alive? Oh my gosh, how have you not finished him yet?
Yes?
Where's everyone else during this? Also, did we need that little loading screen there? Just fell on the sword! Oh my god, what an idiot soldier! Okay, first of all, there's a poorly designed cross guard and the blood's on the hand already. Also, how is his arm like this?
Can you stand?
Like, moving, and then suddenly he touches it and then he doesn't move anymore.
Princess, can you stand?
Yes.
I like this dude. He's the gentle jerkwad. Meaning, he's firm and an absolute jerk when he needs to be, but every other time he's gentle. Unlike our main character, he's just a jerkwad.
There a problem, Godot? No. The princess just won her first fight is all.
You okay there, Fifi? You look even paler than usual.
But of course, she's killed a man with her own two hands. Such is the way of war.
Such
However,
is the way of my
if you
foot.
intend to follow us further, you must grow inured to death, of friend as well as foe.
Very
You really
true.
need to learn how to read the mood. Still, what you're saying is correct.
For
once. Your Highness, it's wonderful that you volunteered for your country. But if I may be frank, you're a liability. No matter how compatible you are with Ragnite, that has no bearing on your qualifications to be a soldier in the field.
Compatibility with
At this rate,
Ragnite.
someone
Oh
will
my
die
gosh, she couldn't
protecting
kill
you.
someone with a Ragnite attack.
Everyone, I apologize for this disturbance. I'm quite all right now.
You don't need to apologize. Just say let's
Please
go.
forgive my lapse in judgment. Rest assured it will be my last.
Fifi.
All of you standing here right now is
Amlet,
a waste of time.
I defer to your authority. Please grant me leave to continue fulfilling my soldierly duties.
You
got
can say
this?
this while moving.
Yes, sir.
Then prove it.
That work for the rest of you? We've taken care of most of their monotech, so let's finish this.
Even my king father has never experienced the likes of this.
And this is true.
I am the princess. I am a soldier. Defender of the people, protector of the realm.
Oh my god, yes! Yes! You're just now figuring that out! More enemies. Keep on your toes.
Alright.
Isaac Tilda. Blum and I will go ahead. The rest of you, be careful. Let's get moving. Fear and confusion. Continuous panic or surprising target triggers emotions like fear or confusion. Fear and confusion have strong effects on the target and can also render them unable to act. They're panicked. And now they're dead.
Alright, sorry.
Can you keep up with me?
That was a useless grenade. This one won't be. I'm out of grenades.
Who's next?
Gun him down. Charge him here. And they're all dead.
Child's play.
I find myself using the battle palette a lot more this time around.
Who's next?
Alright. You guys finish him off.
With me?
Alright.
Next.
Over and done.
And we're almost at the end. Boom. Boom. Can I just say, how does this thing even operate? I know Ragnite doesn't actually exist in this world and its properties are magical, and it's supposed to be kind of like this. That thing's joints should not work in real life. Like, how does it turn? That thing shouldn't be able to turn. Before you say it operates like a tank, it operating like a tank wouldn't work in this case, because it would unbalance itself by doing so.
My unit's been routed by such paltry numbers. They don't even amount to a single platoon.
Looks like something out of a bad dream.
Such heavy mono weaponry exists.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall, right?
No.
Right?
I'll take it on. Bring it!
Amlet!
Balthus. Target the tank and take it down.
Take it down. Kill the head. Your Excellency, maintenance on the Dragon S-type is still incomplete. Fighting in this condition is dangerous. No problem, I'll burn them to ashes before. Can I just say, we're playing with two of my hated characters already? Like seriously, I already hate the
Constant vigilance!
following.
Your ears!
How did this?
Come on, let's
end this!
Not at that, guys!
Keep an eye on
Evasive action!
Oh, it's RT, not left. Gosh, I'm pushing all the wrong buttons.
Constant vigilance! Taste my blade! Constant vigilance! But I don't wanna!
Behold, the Empire's might!
Behold! My fucking right.
Burn them all! A worthy
Come on!
opponent.
In the name of justice!
Keep an eye on them.
Victory cakewalk!
Battle wheel. Color Smasher.
You ready? What are you looking at?
Then we're gonna get out of here.
Reinforcements! Keep an eye out.
Heavy stomp.
Sorry.
Brought my gun here. Fire breath thing.
All right. That won't work.
Rolling.
Rising.
I'll give it my all.
Evasive action.
Keep your guard up.
Come on, let's play! In the name of Jutland!
On the surge.
Constant vigilance!
The Empire's might!
Take this.
Behold, my might. Take one. Have gun bullets.
Not as bad, guys!
Slash these guys.
Keep an eye out.
Rolling.
That won't work. That won't work. Hey, is ours.
Constant vigilance. Meet your ears. Constant vigilance. What should I do?
Keep an eye
Constant vigilance.
It's damaged. Push through.
In the name of Jutland!
Hey, is ours.
Look what I can do!
I'll give it my all. Keep an eye on
Your
them.
face!
Burn them all.
I am sorry if I'm going really quiet here. I am actually
Burn them all.
focusing a bit here because my eyes are hard. Really, because of his stupid heavy stomp.
Not as bad,
Let's
guys!
get in here and just end this.
Constant vigilance!
Remember this fight going on back.
Evasive action!
Awesome.
Damaged.
Now he's down. This is a sword. There we go, he's dead. That one extra sword swipe before after the cutscene there. Fuck. And down he goes. Boom, boom. Also, how is this a dragon? This looks nothing like a dragon. It looks more like a horse. Or a giraffe. Yes, call it the giraffe. Oh wow, yeah, that took a lot longer. Last time I got an S. It's on normal though, so.
As expected.
To be expected. Wow, only leveled up once too. Wow, okay. Burning Field. Whoa! Power 700, action speed up. Panic. Ooh, I don't like some of this.
We did it! 'Twas a smashing success. Well done, me.
Shut up, you British jerk. Run for
Hey,
it.
they're running away!
Don't bother. The rear guard will take care of it.
True. Our mission is to gain control of the area. Suffice it to say, we've accomplished just that.
This is another thing that's dumb. You see an enemy commander, they're just going, okay, we'll let him go. One of the 5 generals that lead the entire army.
What just happened?
The hell's he doing now?
First Sergeant Ramadal, you're in command. I'm going after him.
I am coming with you.
No, you shouldn't, Princess. Dear God, what is with them? What is with this princess and the thrill of life being in danger? Seriously, life ending, not life killing. Life killing danger, everyone.
Damn it all! His Majesty will never forgive me for this humiliation.
Your Excellency, the enemy!
It's one of the freaking great.
What the hell?
One of the big bosses, and we're just like, we're gonna let him go.
You're the... You fool! Do you have any idea what you're doing? You have brought the wrath of the entire Ruzi Empire upon you!
Can I just say this scene's really cool? Like, look at that flame coming out from the back. It's on fire. Can already see where this is going.
I know exactly what I'm doing. You're Balthus Kremenberg, one of Ruz's 4 Grand Generals.
Exactly! Why would you let him go? You declared war on the Empire! You're letting one of the big bosses go.
We knew you'd be here. It's why we planned this op. To kill you.
Me? Ha! Well, I do feel honored. But if you kill me now, your last chance at brokering a peace dies with me.
Sure, no one cares. That was the only problem is your mega
take my life, even if it drags your whole country into war.
We're already at war! Why does no one understand this?
Have you lost your mind?
Possibly.
I won't ask you again. Where is Miss Maria? 10 years ago, you and your Emperor came here to Molda. I know you took her. You took her. And you...
Can I say this dude's an idiot for a Grand General?
Holy shit! Are you serious?
His strategy sucks. He has such a little
All
squad
this
stationed
over one
in
woman?
Maybe
Do you realize just how many people are going to die because of you?
Do you realize how many people are going to die because of you?
You do know, don't you?
Or how many people have
You're a
died?
piece of work. You're completely insane!
Torture at
You
its
don't
finest.
even remember.
Torture at its finest, everyone.
That's right. You wanted to know about your little wench. Maria. Maria, huh? If I recall,
Never say this
one of
and
my
say someone who's your
mistresses.
captor.
She was a real nympho, that one. She was a hell of a slut.
That's fine. It doesn't matter anyhow. I remember. I'll never forget what you Rux did to us.
How did you not sense their presence earlier? Seriously! And this is another reason I hate the princess. This entire squad here. You're at war! You're at bloody war!
What were you just talking about?
That was their commander.
Not only their commander, it's
Our
one of
mission
the
was to
4
capture the
generals!
base.
How
We
do
had already
you not
won.
know this?
Yet you killed this man. In cold blood. He was a Grand General, yes, but by what right did you take his life?
He was the Grand General of the enemy. He was the reason.
Answer me, Amlet Grunkhair.
Don't have to, princess. This is why I like this character.
Amlet!
He doesn't defer to authority. This is also another reason why I like this character. He's obviously our anti-person here. Our person who's going to be slowly working with us, but also against us. I don't even know the word for that. There's probably a word for that. But we're really an anti-hero here. We're doing what we want because we want to do it, but also by being heroes of our country. Ooh. Who's this? Wear a shirt under that!
Good work, Am.
Seriously, also wear bigger jackets. Or get a better design. Like, holy crap. Also, this is only a year-long war. Well, seriously, we must absolutely squash their butts. Zandenburg Palace. This is a really cool design for a palace, must I just say. Even
Confirm
if
it
is
once
flashy
more.
Colors and classic
Is it
kind of
true
looking.
that Jutland has attacked?
Yes, Your Excellency.
Wonderful. We can finally deal with the Jutes as we please.
This is the Jutes.
And Balthus?
He was preparing to engage the enemy when we left. I believe we should get more information soon.
Your Majesty, forgive my intrusion, sire.
Do I have to say this dude's an idiot? You barge in on the king.
If it isn't the envoy.
Hail, Emperor Claudius, and well met. I, Lord Donovan Lindegard of Jutland, hope to find you in good health.
What is it? You seem in great haste.
Moments ago, I received grave tidings. The alliance between our nations has been severed by a declaration of war.
Yeah, because you embargoed us.
We already have knowledge.
They're starving out your people,
Indeed.
you diplomat.
As expected of His Majesty.
Our empire's treasured outpost was attacked.
Can it be? That once contested land was a symbol of peace.
Contested
Correct.
land.
We
symbol
shall,
of peace.
therefore, answer the kingdom in kind.
Words can't convey my regret. As a diplomat, my purpose is to build a bridge between our countries. A bridge now
Peace.
burnt.
Yeah, like the
My
Rhineland
labors
was a
to
symbol of
subdue
peace
talk
between
of war,
France and
so that
frickin'
not
Germany.
a drop of Judish blood must
Total
spill.
symbol of peace.
One foolish act brings it all to naught. Since it has come to this, I will return at once and put an end to this wretched war.
Your path shall be a harrowing one.
Put an end to it. They want it.
Thank you for your leave, sir. Now I must hurry back home. Farewell.
This might be the thing that puts the...
We now at last have cause to strike at Jutland.
Our forces await your orders, sire.
What's this dude's last name? Eye Patch Man.
It is reported that the news of Balthus's death reached the Empire after Lord Lindegard returned to his country.
Yeah, like that would have changed anything. They probably would have still sent him on his way, make them appear to be the guys who were attacked. All this, nah. They've been at this for a while. Fairly obviously in the fact they conquered basically all of Russia. That was a bunch of kingdoms before. Also, is there no Ragnite in Serbia? Like, why don't they just go to Serbia? The Serbian area. It's probably not called Serbia.
Extra! Read all about it!
News that the country had reclaimed territory brought joy to the normally quiet lives of its citizens. However, this uplifting atmosphere and the events that led to the war were carefully constructed by the five.
We're already at war! Ah! This game jumps around it so much in the prologue. It's like the king himself declared the war. The king himself declared the war, people. Like, heck, it doesn't actually show it in the clip, and you're supposed to not look at it, I'm guessing. Because they realize their own self-contradictoriness, but still. Oh. Seriously. Seriously. Shit. Sorry, my mic fell. I'm right next to them and I can't hear what they're saying.
Yo! Look who's here! Today's MVP.
Just like old times. AM?
Yeah, hasn't changed a bit.
Seriously,
well,
that does not look comfortable, lady.
It's good to be back in our palace.
To today's victory.
Cheers!
Excuse my language.
Ah, delish.
I didn't mean to say
Nothing
it.
like good wine and great company.
Actually, there's a lot of things better than that. Like ice cream.
Just like I keep telling you guys,
You
Lady
just have
Luck
to
is
invent
on
to
our
get in this
side.
world.
I was wrong, Am. Like you and Saul said, war's our best bet.
The public supports the war, and the opposing factions are being pushed back. Things have been set into motion.
Right. No stopping now. Balthus didn't remember what he did to us.
What?
Hey, you're joking, right? After the shit he pulled?
That can't be. He killed so many people. How could anyone forget so much bloodshed?
It simply shows that a small incident like that was an everyday occurrence for them.
Whoa, the hell you mean small incident?
Still, we've accomplished one part of our revenge. There is something that bothers me, though, Am.
What's that?
One squad member and the princess showed up, didn't they? After you killed Balthus?
Seriously? Yeah.
So they saw you?
It's nothing to worry about. They saw me kill an enemy general, nothing more. And I guess that's fine.
Keep an eye on them, just in case.
Sure. Anyway, that's one down, 4 to go.
Let's make full use of the coming winter for this war. We'll advance on Ruse's capital and take revenge on the Emperor.
Good luck!
Maria should be with him.
And that's why we need to save her.
Hell yeah! I can't wait to see her again.
By the way, Amlet, have you heard already?
What about it?
Your rank. You're being promoted to captain.
Woohoo! Captain, everybody, we made it! We made it to captain! Woohoo! Can't stop me now. I'm on the ball! Never doing that again. Ever.
First Lieutenant Amlet Gronkair, in light of your faithful service, I hereby promote you to the rank of Captain.
Your Majesty.
You also have my gratitude for bringing my daughter safely home. Prithee, was she a burden to the operation?
Why did it
No,
darken
sire.
there?
Princess Ophelia showed great bravery on the battlefield.
Okay.
Oh, is that so?
Done?
Good. Very good.
Ignore this. I just wanted to get my mouse off
Loyal
screen.
subjects,
At the screen.
you have served your country well.
There we go.
That province once belonged to the kingdom. Reclaiming it is a benefit to us all, and a change for the
Okay.
better. There may
She's
be
not
hard
wearing
times
a shirt
ahead, but I have hope that our
formal
nation will continue
freaking
to progress
meaning
forward.
Of her promoting her
Warriors of
He's not
Vannergan,
wearing his uniform
keep the
right.
light of
It's like,
Jutland
this
bright!
is like the most ragtag bunch ever. They're just sitting there like on a formal meeting and it's just like being
Father,
uniform.
I wish to say something as well.
No one cares!
My beloved people of Jutland. For the first time in my life, my mettle was tempered in the flames
Going
of
away.
battle. It was an experience I can scarcely put into words. Only by reminding myself of why we fought did I survive. 'Twas for you that my countrymen achieved this victory. My eyes have been opened to the horrors of war. But we have languished under the Emperor's embargo for far too long. No longer could I stand idly by watching our kingdom lapse deeper into exhausting destitution. Thus, I chose to act and put myself in the front lines.
Shut up.
I will continue to fight for Jutland, my beloved country.
All these people are just saying.
But for that to happen, we need the help of our military. Our parliament uniting the people. Our proletariat supporting the industry. Our press
oh my God!
Giving voice to the populace.
We have the traitor in the parliament, the traitor in the
all
military,
the citizens of the
two
nation
company
working
leaders.
together.
It's like
till
these
the
guys
end of
control the economy.
And the prosperity of Jutland.
You piss them off, they shut it down.
I will keep fighting at the vanguard, dreaming of that day.
Nice speech, Princess. That's easier dreamt than done. Yes, but her presence alone will help sway the public in favor of the war.
Why, oh why, Princess, are you so stupid?
Your Highness.
Godot? Why, look who it is. Good day to you.
Of course you're here.
My, aren't you saucy? I am the princess's lady-in-waiting, after all.
Kiss already.
Is something the matter, Godot?
Princess, might I have a word with you? In private.
I'd advise against that, milady. He may be my older brother, but to hold privy council alone with a man? Oh, the scandal.
Please, Miss Ophelia.
Excuse us, Miranda.
Oh, you don't need to apologize to me. This would-be Romeo is the one overstepping his bounds. Besides, I'm only pulling his leg.
Just go. My time is very limited.
Yes, yes.
Jeez! Why is she such a jackass?
Princess, about Amlet.
Did you learn something?
Not a great deal, I'm afraid. All I could learn about his life before the Institute is that his adopted parents passed away. Nothing more. He has no past.
What do you suppose that means?
When he struck down Balthus, he said, "I'll never forget what you Ruks did to us." He's hiding something. Of this I am certain. And I fear whatever that may be will betray us all. I'm sure further investigation will yield the truth. I'll continue looking into him. Good day, Princess.
That smirk!
Hamlet.
They will, whatever that facial expression is.
Who are you, really?
A man who's out to conquer the world! For Jutland! Adopted parents, so that confirms one of my theories, which is all of them being orphans and Miss Maria being the orphan master or orphanage run. What is that person called that runs an orphanage? Oh, this one. I remember this one. This is so obvious who this character is.
Bring you news of weal or woe?
Brenlin's unit has been decimated. Everything is as you have commanded.
Good.
So are those her hands?
On to the next
Because if
step,
not,
Reed.
dang! Joking. It's just probably her outfit. Probably hides knives under there. Yes, I want to save. Very much so. We are going to save over my last one. Because I don't want multiple save datas. Except for when I record something that way I can re-record stuff if the recording crashes. And I will only record at the full chapters, and at the end of every chapter I'll go back to something you're going to explain shortly. Nope, never mind. It's the next cutscene. So many cutscenes.
Next is Ipsaria,
the Ragnite capital of the world. Sounds like fun, yeah?
Ipsaria was once the leading country in Ragnite production for Europa. Originally, Ruse was lacking in both natural resources and national power, not unlike Jutland. But after seizing Ipsaria, Ruse exploited those resources to become a global power while toying with the existing ones. In a manner of speaking, Ipsaria is the heart of the Ruse Empire. We will have Jutland take it. Our presently destitute country should be rejuvenated by gaining control of the Ragnite.
Which in turn means weakening Ruse.
You magnificent bastard.
There's no
Look who's talking. Have you seen your suit? Once we get our hands on all that Ragnite, my company's net worth is gonna skyrocket.
You wouldn't be the only one to profit. If current issues like inflation or supply shortages are resolved, naturally...
The people of Jutland will see the war as a success, just like we want.
Violet, are any Grand Generals stationed in Ipsaria?
Nope.
And how do the people of Ipsaria feel about Ruse's occupation? To hear my business partners tell it, they don't think too kindly of their imperial occupiers. After Ruse invaded and took control, the Emperor didn't waste any time cleaning house. Executed the entire royal family along with any loyalists.
That sounds like something Claudius would do.
Still, the effect was instantaneous. There are hardly any dissenting opinions against Ruse there since they fear military oppression.
Doesn't mean their dissatisfaction isn't simmering under the surface. Guess that's where I come in. Got it. We'll distribute an anonymous flyer. A manifesto from resistance forces trying to shed a light on Ruse's crimes and restore honor to their late king. Straight up sedition, and I thought I was the bastard here. I take that as a compliment.
Stir up Ipsaria and lay the groundwork, making them more accepting of Jutland. It's a solid idea.
You can leave the distribution of the flyers to me.
Please continue the operation within Jutland as well.
More rabble-rousing? We already threw fuel on that fire. We'll do it as much as we can. A war effort's only as strong as the citizens who support it.
That is
Precisely.
very true.
Amlet, make sure to pay attention to the citizens when you walk around town. We can gauge public opinion toward the war by their attitude toward the commander of the elite unit. And again, be amicable.
No.
That's rich, coming from you.
Make me.
Good.
Make me.
That concludes today's agenda.
Walk around and just middle fingers on everyone.
It's about to get real busy around here.
Here, have a birdie. I'm a bad person. Very, very bad person. Oh well. Oh my gosh!
It's a beautiful sunset.
Just let it end!
We can't help but come here, can we?
Let it end!
This used to be our favorite spot.
Yeah.
I have an idea, Am. What do you say we go grab a drink afterward?
No.
I'd rather just get back to headquarters.
Oh, come on. A few rounds wouldn't hurt.
A few rounds would hurt.
We don't need anyone getting suspicious of me. Besides, I need to put together a plan to free Ipsaria.
What an annoyingly flawless response. Well, come join me next time. We haven't gone drinking in a while with just the two of us. Even you need to unwind at some point.
No, I don't.
Sure.
I'll hold you to it. You just gave me your word.
No, I didn't. I said sure.
You're a rare breed of man.
That is not my word.
The kind that doesn't pass out when they go drinking with me. I won't let you get away so easily. Well then, I'll see you around.
You done? Cool, I can leave now. Staring off into the distance.
All right, everyone, let's head back home.
It's the swirly symbol. Why do I have a feeling that necklace is going to become important later on?
How far did we get?
The historian reflect on the true history of liberation war by speaking to the professor. Move the left stick to select the menu. To resume the tail, press A while selecting her. The fragment Declaration of War has been added to the history book. Glossary was updated. The archives of the revolution. Details of important events. Some scenes will be added.
You're quite studious. How splendid.
Prologue. There's only one new thing in here. Declaration of War. Anyways, after this cutscene, I'll be ending the video. So this has been Ride of Field Marshal Troopers, and I'm signing off. Dismissed.
As head of the Judish royal family, I have an announcement to all citizens of this beautiful nation. Our country's history is a rich one, having been passed down through generations from the time of its first blessed king. But a piece of that history, the lovely Molda, was unjustly taken by the Ruzi Empire. What's more, these lands of plenty are the target of Ruz's plot to cut us off from the resources that are our right. Now, as you know, I value peace and friendship above all. The Crown made its utmost effort to properly resolve this situation through sincere action and earnest negotiation. Yet, the severity of this crisis has only escalated, and the people have begun to cry out for mercy. Considering these facts, I grow ashamed of my unworthiness. And so, the Kingdom of Jutland has decided to show its strength by standing against the schemes of imperial tyranny. Therefore, I hereby declare war on the Ruzi Empire.